This is Kathy from Gadget Stop 321, and in today's video I have a package from Goulet Pens to open. Okay, this is mostly ink, but got my sucker. Let's see. I've got an ink splat, a shimmery ink splat. And a thank you from Brandon. And my receipt. Okay. I also got 2 more preppies. I had such good results. Let's see. Yeah, it's the same model. I had such good results grinding a medium preppy into a stub nib that I got 2 more. I'm going to try grinding one of them into an architect type nib, and one of them, for now, I'm just going to keep it as a medium for a reference. And the inks I got, I've been excited about trying the new Sailor Ink Studio. So I've got 252, 224. I got 123. It's not a new one, but it's a very popular one. 280. I think, let's see. Yeah, 123 and 224 are very similar to each other. So since I was just getting a sample, I got one of each just to see what the difference is between the two. I also got a sample of the new Sailor Manyo Shirakashi and Sailor Manyo Ukikusa. Oh, probably butchered that. And the new Jacquerbon Vert Atlantide. So I've got my Hobonichi ready to swatch these, and since I've been using tweezers to swatch, I've been on all of my writing samples that I've been doing since I moved over to the Hobonichi Weeks. I've been using my tweezers just to do a little ink swatch in each of the inks that I test. And I kind of like it. As I'm doing the ink swatch, you can kind of get a feel for some of the characteristics of the ink. And so I'm going to make that a regular part of my ink testing. Okay, let's see. Start with 280. Okay, and I just use a pair of tweezers. But all I do is just pinch them together, dip it down in the ink, and you can see it gets a little ink. Let's see what this one looks like. And when I get down here to the end, I open up, I let go of the tweezers, and it pulls the remaining ink out. There is very little, if any, ink. Well, I got a little bit there. There was just a touch left. And I just use a napkin to wipe out both sides. Look, there was just 2 little dots of ink. One of those dots was probably wiped off of my hand. So this, I don't know how to describe that. From the bottle, what I can see around the edge, it looks kind of like an olive almost. I don't, oh, this is interesting. Don't know how to describe that. All right, let's do 252 while that's drying. And this is a dark one. It's hard to tell what color it is right now. With them having names that are numbers, it's hard to tell. It's going on the page looking kind of gray purpley. Maybe I should zoom in a little bit as I'm doing these so you can see. You can already see some interesting shading up here. I haven't been doing many writing tests lately. I've been enjoying using my pens that I have inked up, so I haven't really been testing anything new. And so I've been enjoying, this one looks a little bluish, that's 224. I've been enjoying writing with my Sailor 1911 and Diatramentis Jane Austen. And I've also been doing a lot of writing with my Custom 74, and I've got it cleaned out for writing samples, but I've also been using my Pilot Stargazer quite a bit. Okay. And I just haven't been able to tear myself away to do actual writing samples. Look, that one didn't even make it to the end. This one seems pretty watery. These are some wild inks. Wow, very interesting so far. Okay, and let's see how this one compares to 123. Just pinch it together, dip it down in the ink. It catches quite a bit, or it catches some between the two, I guess you would call them tines. And I may just have not gotten as much ink when I dipped this one. This one also feels quite a bit watery, but at least I made it to the end and had a drip to drop down. And it turns out 123 so far looks a little more purpley. The 224 looks a little more blue. Oh, I can't wait to try these in a pen. I'm looking forward to trying it in my medium Pilot. Okay, now the Jacquerbon. This one's been out a little bit longer, but I waited till these 3 new ink studios came in. Now this one has blue, or not blue, but silver and gold shimmer. So that it's not a real harsh gold, not a real yellowy gold shimmer to it. I've seen some other writing samples of this one. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to pull this back a little bit because that is a big blob of ink. That one may take a little while to try. I'm going to pull that back a little bit more. Okay. I like the base color. It's a sagey green. A sagey green, I would say, is a green that's got some gray to it. I like that. I'm not big on shimmer inks, but I do like that base color. Let's see. Shirakashi. This is also a green, I believe, or has some green to it. Now with this being a sailor, I'm anticipating this being more saturated. Not as saturated as I thought it was going to be. And it's kind of a, like an army green almost, a khaki green. That looks interesting. And this is a brighter green, ukikusa. You can see, that's pretty bright. And the two Manyo inks are not as saturated as I was anticipating. Now, it's been a little while since I saw them, you know, pictures of them when I ordered them. I'm just basing this on the fact that other Manyo inks that I've tested, for the most part, were pretty saturated. But I'm going to give this a minute because these bottom few are still pretty wet. I want to let them dry before we talk about them. Okay, these look amazing. I don't even know how to describe them. The 280, I don't know, that's kind of a pinkish, it looks like there's a little pink, some green, some, mainly pink and green, I guess. And the 252 is also more of a pink with a little more purple to it, and a grayish color. The 224, I love it. It reminds me of Haha. Whenever I do my writing sample of it, I may have to compare it to Haha because it's got more of the blue in it, but it's like the blue and it's kind of like this pink, but it's maybe a little more purpley pink. 123 is not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to be a little more gray, but there's a lot of lavender to it. The Jacquerbon 350, is that the 350th anniversary? I think that is what that means. The Vert Atlantide, oh, I think this would make a really nice ink to sign Christmas cards with because it's got that nice evergreen color, and the shimmer is, you can tell it's a multicolored shimmer. They say it's silver and gold shimmer, but when it catches the light, it's just, and I guess it's reflecting some of that green. That's really nice. The Sailor Manyo Shirakashi is almost like a tea colored. It's got a little bit of green to it. Like I said, it's kind of a khaki army green. I'm curious to try that in a nice medium nib. And I always like a nice grassy green. The Sailor Manyo Ukikusa? Not sure. I think that's going to be nice in a medium nib. All right. And I will be I'll be grinding some more nibs here pretty soon. I'm excited about that. That went well the last time. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel.